leads.
Yeah.
Liverpool will see 8 goals.
Listen,
After
in the next 3 game, yeah, if we get 7 out of them, I'm happy.
I hear that. I hear that. What about West Ham away?
Yeah, they speak for them,
Fighting for
innit?
the lads.
Like West Ham, we can go sour this weekend if David Moyes don't get the results, bruv.
He's
Is
gone.
problematic, bro.
And to wrap up the 5 games in the Prem to come, 21st of April, Southampton at home. We drew against them away. We don't travel well to St. Mary's. We do better at the Emirates.
How they got away with that result against Man United? Yeah,
Don't know. I
like
don't know.
like
I don't
the
know.
game that you said. Yeah, I can see us if Arsenal really turn up. I can see Arsenal being all this team.
I want to win. I can't lie to you. Away
You
from
know,
home, we've been amazing, yeah, and at home. Oh, at home now with 11 games, I don't want to see an L next to us. I don't full points at home, if
but
anything.
the problem that you have at home, though, everybody knows that they can't go toe to toe with Arsenal. People
We
come
do
back in,
concede a lot more at home as well, though.
banked up 2 banks of 4, and just say, you know what, come break us up. Just
That's also
just like Everton do. They just come in and say, you know what, we're gonna frustrate you. We're gonna make sure
Newcastle
that
at our place
Newcastle
as
at
well.
home. And this is where artists need to think. We need to have a player who can actually destroy that rhythm. Yeah, it's all right team coming in and 2 banks of 4, but somehow we're gonna have to find a way of destroying this rhythm.
How would you do that?
That's when Trossard needs to be involved in them type of game, because I think Trossard is a very good player in terms of knowing the situation, knowing understand that okay they're gonna bank it up, but we know how to get around it. Martin Odegaard will need to be just playing in between their defense and their midfield.
I guess you mean Zinni as well, Zinchenko.
Zinchenko, literally, if they're gonna do that now, we're gonna press them high, we're gonna suffocate them and see what they do with that one.
That's facts. That is facts. What would you? Obviously, that's a tactical point of view. As you mentioned, we need to go to the next level and change these things. Where it comes to the transfer market, obviously, I'm not asking you for names, but what sort of like DNA of a player are you going for then to give us that extra spring in our step for when we face this next year?
But you obviously come the summer, you have to assess the squad, and then you realize, okay, who need to come in, who need to go, and how much money we need to bring into the team to invest in the squad, and you start to look at, because the problem that Arsenal will have though is that because the team is set to play certain ways and certain personnel already playing that position. So if I'm coming in and thinking, am I coming in just to be a second fiddle, or am I coming in to challenge a certain man in that position?
Facts.
That's why you have to look at it thinking, boy, yes, it's great. I'm playing for Arsenal, but Champions League is not every single week. Champions League it's every month or so.
Yeah, maybe every fortnightly at a point. Yeah.
So you're like, this is where Edu needs to start thinking. I need to bring the players who will challenge the current squad in the league as well as in the Champions League.
Facts. So it's a higher caliber of player we're gonna have to try and target. That's probably gonna come with the cash as well.
Then also that's when you have to be very ruthless in the sense that we're gonna have to let players go. That yes, we would like to keep them, but the way the club is moving now, I don't think you'll be able to.
We have to be cool to be kind. 100%.
There you go.
100%. What did you make of the Fulham game then, man? Obviously, Jesus back, Trossard doing a madness. Collectively, we did all right, man. Good performance, clean sheet as well. Set piece FC. Lovely day. Lovely Sunday.
I expected more from Fulham. I was worried because I was worried that Marcus Silva, the man knows. He's tactically sound. He knows the game inside out.
Mitrovic and them kind of guys.
Them guys there. You know what I'm saying? So surprisingly, Arsenal just went and bust the game from start to finish.
In that first half, bro.
Fulham
looked shook.
Arsenal just almost like Arsenal playing at home.
Facts.
Trossard. I see why Arsenal started Trossard. I understand now, like, because he's when he's at it, when they come at you with the pace coming inside there, twisting in and out. Wow,
he's a nightmare to play against. Really, very intelligent
footballer. And to add the icing on the cake, to bring on Gabriel Jesus, you must have wow.
Finally back, man.
Wow.
Finally back.
So I mean, Arsenal do what everybody expected Arsenal to do, which is to go to Fulham and win. Performance great, which is an adding point for the team and for the confidence. Beside that, that's what you expected Arsenal to do, to go to Fulham and win the game, and they did the job.
End of story. That's that. I'm with you on that. Obviously, you know, some Arsenal fans are doing this thing now. You know, Trossard was amazing, 3 assists. He was off the left yesterday, but he's played centrally. Do you think his peak for Balogun? Well, maybe not so much Balogun right now, but indirectly Balogun. Do you think his peak for Eddie and Nketiah? Because obviously, there's not really any places on the bench. Reece Nelson seems to be the guy now. If Eddie was fit, does he necessarily get into that match day squad, either on the bench or not?
I told you about Eddie Nketiah. Yeah, I like the guy. And they're not wrong with that. If Arsenal win the Premier League, Ralph, get that medal and keep it pushing.
You've done your career to get it. Go get paid now.
There are many people getting the Premier League medal. So if you're gonna get there, you get it, and you know what? Cash out. Simple as that. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Shake people's hand, because I don't think. But as I said, I prefer to take the guy that is in France right now than over Nketiah.
Yeah.
Like, he's murdering people out there, bro.
16 goals scored against Monaco at the weekend as well. 16 in 26.
He's sending people left, right, and center. So you're like, shake my hand, say, you know, bro, I appreciate that, yeah. But right now, the way that we're moving right now, yeah. No respect to you, but I just don't think that the market's not my thing. Right, you know what I'm saying? You shake the man hand, move on. That's it. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just that.
Facts.
I said he's good, but
for where we're trying to go, and them guys that can nick us some points, it's beyond doing a job. You got to be of that ilk now.
This is where if it was that good, yeah, why is he not starting anymore then? Or has he been burned out? Because he can't get burned out. But he's still very young to get burned out right now. He's not. It wasn't playing the first game of the season, so somehow it can't get burned out.
He can't be burnt out. He has picked. To be fair, he has got a knock apparently, but yeah, he can't be burnt out.
I've just said he's being jobbed, man. Can't be no knock right there, bro. Man, got jobbed. Simple.
Do you think Jesus will struggle to get back in the team now with Martinelli and Trossard? Because some saying that I have a job to be devil's advocate, bro. Some are saying that Arteta was very diplomatic. Me and you both know privately Jesus will be back in the team, but he was saying, he needs to earn his place like everyone else. Yada, yada, yada.
No. I think, obviously, after this weekend, International Week will be a blessing in the sky where the guys that are not involved in International Week, give them a chance to work on certain things from now on to the last 10 games of the season and then take it from there. And I think, you know, Gabriel Jesus definitely should start because listen, the guy is a difference between Arsenal winning the league and not winning the league.
Literally. I think people have forgotten really. Like, I big up Arsenal. We've done well to keep going without Jesus and talking about these things. But he is like a new signing. His passion is infectious. You spoke about low blocks. How many times have we sat here and done shows? Or you've watched the game? I've watched the game. We're like, games like that. That's where we wanted Jesus. He can make something happen. And you spoke about Trossard. Could you imagine him, Trossard, Odegaard, Zinchenko, all of them in the pockets? Low blocks don't stand a chance against us.
You don't, because you know all those guys give you something different.
Exactly.
All those guys give you something different. If you want to play into feed, Gabriel come in to feed, Trossard run behind. If you want to play behind, Gabriel come in, the Trossard come to feed. So they have a different option how to play the game. And also, one thing you have to highlight about these guys, they are hard workers.
Hard workers, bro. Hard working.
You know, and this is what helps. This is what helps Arsenal. That people said Arsenal defend well. Defensively, Arsenal defend from the front. The guys at the front, that makes it much easier for the guys at the back.
That's our first defender, facts.
So if Gabriel Jesus and all those guys are pushing and they're pushing and they're pushing, it makes my job very easy at the back. So you know what? Because most of the guys are squeezing the defense, we can organize ourselves and make a shot be compactable. That's why Arteta has the message being across there. So you can't, you know. It has to be one of those things where Arsenal go to this game and very positive and with very good ideas. Like we're gonna go out there and try win games.
Facts. What did you make of Sporting last week?
You know what? Sporting is one of those clubs where, you know what? If they catch you on a good day, yeah, you get peppered, innit?
It's long, innit, for you?
Yeah. If they catch you on that day, yeah, bruv, it's a 999 type of business. But Arsenal went there. You got what you got, which is a draw, which is a great result.
If you can't win, don't lose, innit? Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think Sporting will come to Emirates and trying to play the way they played at home.
It's more low blocks, and it's kind of what you were talking about earlier.
Sporting will come in, will trying to defend for their life, and they're trying to catch Arsenal counter-attack. And this is where Arsenal have to start again on the front foot, catch them early, get that first score in the bank, and they say, you know what, let's see what you guys are made
Heads
of.
drop.
Yeah,
you're right. Still, do you start Jesus against them?
That's where this way you have to ask yourself a question: is it worth to risk him?
See, this is why I asked you, because I feel on one hand, obviously he's clearly trained somewhat to be in the squad against Fulham. Arteta said he looked him in the eye and he said he would play. I think it could be a good opportunity. Obviously, from now till Thursday, there's a bit more training. Maybe give him a 45 or 60 minutes, maybe off the bench, and then go into Palace. But then I'm with you with keep your space in the side. Jesus might come off the bench, keep him fresh for Palace, really.
I would feel like Arsenal go into the game, keep Jesus off the bench. Arsenal find themselves 2-0 up at halftime. Last 20 minutes, Gabriel, take yourself off. Come on in. Give us a run around. Get the crowd, everybody buzzing for
give everyone a lift and that, yeah.
That for that Palace game and take it from there.
That's kind of what I'm on. I want to go back to the Fulham game and ask you a couple of things in relation to that, yeah. Saliba and Gabriel against Mitrovic. Now, obviously, them two, they knew they was going to be in for a big day against Mitrovic. He's a handful. He doesn't give you an inch. Like you said, me and you and everyone thought Fulham would offer a bit much. But I think while it's a team performance, they shut up shop. They had Mitrovic trying to pull on to Zinchenko and Benjamin White, hoping for a ball over the top and trying to pin the fullbacks, really. So what did you make of them two centre-backs' performances against Mitrovic?
I mean, not everybody come up against Mitrovic, get the best out of him, because he usually cook people up.
It's for fun, yeah. He must be annoying to play against. He's strong, he's everything.
And I think for him to move from being a centre forward, try to go to the left back to target him, shows that he didn't want the smoke to the guys in the middle.
Yeah,
like know what, those two guys there, man,
yeah.
He knows what they is. So I think like that it was a tactic where there were times where Arsenal double up on him, because you need to double up on him.
You have to respect him.
But then Arsenal did what they had to do. And this is credit for how not just the two guys in the middle of the back, but the whole back four, how well they defend.
Yeah.
And you know what? If you notice this year, when Pep played against a team that has a top striker, you barely hear about a top striker having an impact on the game.
That's because true.
What you tend to see is the team so dominant that in possession, the striker don't even have a kick.
He's watching the game like
He's watching the game. And that's what happened at Fulham. Arsenal was so dominant that we even forgot that Mitrovic was playing.
Yeah. We've like Mitrovic hype lasted about 20 minutes, if in my opinion. I was like, all right, cool, we're here to win today, really.
There you go. And it's credit to how the team has been set up and how they've been go about the business. And I said it's exciting 11 game for Arsenal. Very exciting down for them.
I want to ask you on Robertson of Fulham, because I think them fullbacks had a nightmare. And if I was Robertson's teammate, the left back, Martinelli's goal, I'd be going absolutely mad, because he's not challenged for the header. Like Martinelli's not even had to get up. He's just gone like that. What did you make of his performance? He looked like a man, and you must have seen it playing as a professional footballer. When you gaze over to the players next to you of the opposition, they look like they was done before you. They've even had a shower today. They don't want to be here. I got that vibe from him. And I don't care because I'm an Arsenal fan, but I couldn't believe it. Like in Sunday League, and you would see it more because you was a pro footballer. They tell you to make it difficult for the wingers. At least make him think, oh my God, he's going to head into me. He didn't do none of that for Martinelli.
I think with Robinson, he was caught into two mind. He doesn't know if I need to go or do I stay. If I stay, then this guy's going to get ahead of me. If I go, then this guy behind me is open. So that's just how Arsenal to be so effective that going forward, they almost disrupt the opposition way of thinking. And
yeah, you're caught in two minds then.
He didn't know what to do. And defensively, I always say attack the ball. I'm not interested about the men. You have to attack the ball. You have to really attack the ball. So for me, I'll be very disappointed. I would have shown him the video today. I said, listen, Robbo, what's going on here? Like, what were you thinking? The person that is in danger is the guys on the ball, not the guys that are not on the ball.
This is why I asked you, because that's of my belief as well. It's like he's going for the ball. If he thinks for a second you're gonna make that, he's gonna think, oh my God, he's gonna crash into me. It might not be a goal for Arsenal, but he didn't. Martinelli scored that at London Coley. He just didn't even have to jump quickly.
I said he's made it very easy for Arsenal, but I said Arsenal just better team that they're very good to watch.
Facts. Last question I'll ask you before I let you get out of here, bro. It's completely away from Arsenal. What